Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a series here on my channel. It is just makeup basics. So I'm going to show you guys, well, I already showed you guys how I apply foundations usually with my demos and with my reviews and stuff like that. So if you want to know how I apply my foundations, you guys can go and watch my reviews. This is going to be more in depth. If you guys want to see how I contour my face and highlight my face very naturally, you guys should watch that. If you guys want to see how I contour my nose, you can watch that too. And then also how I do a basic simple smoky eye for every day. Installment is me contouring and me highlighting my face. I love to do both of these to have a nice and natural look. I don't like to look like a drag queen, so if you guys want to see how I got this, keep on watching. I try to go for like a natural everyday type of highlighting and contouring. So the products that you'll need for highlighting is a concealer. It is by Loreal. It is the True Match Super Blendable Crayon concealer. It is in the color N678 medium deep. I'm going to first highlight the sections where the light naturally hits my face. So that is going to be around here, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and on my forehead. But I personally do not do my forehead. I just do underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and then on my chin, because I noticed that if I do all of that, it looks way too much, and I'm trying to go for like a natural type of look. I'm not trying to go like, whoa, like girl, you got a lot of makeup on. So I'm not trying to do that. I already have foundation on my face. So what I used on my face is actually a concealer. That's what I used. I used a MAC Prolongwear concealer in NC50. This one's a little bit dark, so I mixed it in with the Revlon Photoready Skin Lights. What I'm going to do now is put the concealer underneath my eyes. I'm just not putting on too much, just trying to put it enough underneath my eyes, on my chin, and on my nose. And now you're gonna be like, girl, but you look crazy. I know I look crazy. I'm using this Expert face brush by Real Techniques. I really love this brush. It's really cheap. So I'm just gonna use it and blend it out. So I'm first patting it and blending it out. I'm not going like this. I'm first patting it and blending it out. So I'm just patting and doing like that. And then upward to get underneath my eyes. And then I'm bringing it right where it meets my cheekbone. I'm going to be dragging it all the way out there. And then I'm going to work my way up this way. I notice when I bring it upwards, like past my eye and all the way up here, it really makes it look like I am wide awake. That's why I love to highlight, because it looks so natural and it looks like it just looks so good. Like, I love how it looks. It makes me look so much more awake when I put on concealer. So as you guys can see, this is how it looks when I apply it. You see how just like I just look a lot more wide awake. Concealing and also contouring helps to bring dimension back into your face. You don't want to just be walking around with just foundation on, because it looks really flat. You don't have any sort of color to your face. And that's how I used to wear my foundations. I used to just wear it with just like alone, you know, and it would look good, but it wouldn't look like natural. I want it to look very natural. So, and the key thing about doing this is that you are blending. Blending is key. Because when I first started to highlight and contour, I wouldn't blend like all the way down here. So always blend. Make sure you blend out that harsh line where it meets your cheekbone. Now I'm going to do my chin. My chin, I'm just kind of like just buffing it in. And then for my nose, I'm just going to bring it back and forth like that. And I'm not saying I'm an expert, but this is just how I do my makeup and how I contour and highlight. You guys can take my techniques if you want, but this is how I'm able to get a really nice natural look. I'm not trying to look like I caked on tons of makeup on. But this is how it's looking with just the highlight on. And usually I can just go like this, put some powder and go. But if I want a little bit more dimension, then I contour. And I contour by using a pressed powder. I love pressed powders. If you guys watch Dollface Beautyxo here on YouTube, she uses a pressed powder. And it's really funny because I was always using a pressed powder before I was always using this pressed powder before I even started watching her, and then when I started watching her, I'm like, oh wow, she does the same thing. This pressed powder is the Black Radiance pressed powder. It is in the color Ebony, and I love, love, love this pressed powder. I've had this exact one for a year now, so I love it. And I'm using my e.l.f. small stipple brush. I just use any small brush, and these brushes that I'm using, they're nice and inexpensive. So when I'm contouring, I'm gonna try and go in where you see like my jaw, like right here. Not my jaw, I always say my jaw, my cheekbone right here. And the way you can find it is just going like this. But I don't have to do that because I can see where it is. So I usually just move my cheek to the side, and then I just apply. But don't apply too much. You don't want too much. Just apply very little and then blend it out. So that's how it looks with me just applying it on. But as I'm doing this, I'm going to also blend up here, and then I'm also going to blend it down like where my chin is. So I'm going to blend this way. I really want my cheekbone to stand out, so I'm going to blend this way up here, side of my face, and then I'm going to blend down my cheekbone and then into my jaw. And usually some people like, you know, go up here, but I don't really like how that looks. I usually just like to bring it straight down and then into my chin. So then it makes it look like I have a smaller chin. I don't do this to make it look like I'm fake or anything. Like, I just like to really emphasize my natural features. So this way again, blend it upward. Really, really blend. Like, you don't want it to look too harsh. And then I'm blending it down my chin, down to my chin. And I just feel like this helps a lot. Like, say if you have like a lighter foundation, this helps to just bring back a lot more color to your face and not look so harsh. You can also apply some over here. I usually don't do this, but I'll show you guys how to do it to make your forehead look a little bit smaller. But my forehead's already small. So I'm just like getting some, and then I'm blending it in circles around my hairline. So just like this, bringing it to the side of my face. And then over here, blending in circles to the side of my face. The only time I usually do this is like, say if I'm really trying to like go all out, so then I blend all the way up here, but I don't really like to do that. But like if you have a big forehead, you can do this if you want. But I feel like this looks really nice also, but me personally, I don't like to do it. I just like to stick to just down here. But you can see like it looks really nice. See how nice it looks? Just bringing a lot of color back to the face. And then I do my jaw. Okay, sorry, my camera just shut off. But okay, so I'm going to work from my jaw down, and I'm just bringing this towards my chin, from like my ear down. Same for the other side. I have a lot more like chubbiness right over here, you know. Okay, because you know how people are like, oh, freshman 15. This is more like the junior 15. Like, I always gain weight like every year, so I'm always getting like really chubby in the face. So like, I love to contour, like especially where my jaw is. So that's all that I used. Some people usually apply some highlighting stuff up here, but for me, I don't do that. But if you guys want that, you can use the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights, but I don't need to do that because I mix this in with my foundation, so it kind of just automatically gives me that little glow that I'm looking for. But oh, and then I contour my nose too, but I will show that in a separate video because it's not too detailed, but I want to go more detailed into how to shape your nose and not make it look so shapely, you know. So if you guys want to see how I contour my nose, watch the next installment to this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys so much.